What's going on, guys? John from Callahan's Pro Shop today with Tyler Chad. I'm bringing you the Pride Empire. Take it away, Tyler.
All right, guys. So as you know, Pride Empire, Pro version of this original Pride here, features the Dominion core and the propulsion pearl cover stock. For me, and for those that know me personally, the original Pride is by far my favorite ball of Motiv to ever exist. It's my go-to ball. I usually have 1, 2, now with the Pride Empire, possibly 3 Prides in the bag at any tournament. So for me, I'm really excited to have this release. Again, for me, the original Pride here is something that I'll throw in the fresh. Really just want to get a benchmark read of the lanes and say, yep, is this something that's going to be too early? Do I want something, basically just can figure out what angles I'm looking for after throwing this ball initially. And honestly, for me, it's usually the ball I end up sticking with during the early parts of a block. Later on the block, as this ball starts to lose a little bit of energy down lane, just due to the fact that the fronts are starting to burn up, this ball will be a perfect complement for me. Again, overall, left to right, there's really nothing significantly different. I can play the same part of the lane. However, I can see certainly more angularity and continuation through the pins, just because the pearl cover stock is ultimately going to give you more energy down lane and create those bigger angles. So for me, these are a really big 1-2 punch in my bag as of right now. As we were on the lanes earlier today, basically on a house shot here.
Yeah, we pulled on the Neba double stack pattern. We're going to pop it up right here. So this is the pattern that Tyler bowled on today. And yeah, 7-1 rec pattern.
Yeah.
Simple. 43 feet.
Generally not very easy to get to the pocket, but again, for me, this Pride was one of the first balls out of the bag. Had a really clean, predictable shape to the pocket here. After really a couple, maybe about 20 shots or so on the lane with another bowler, I could really see this ball starting to burn up a little bit too much, and if I got a little left, it might get a little lazy down lane. I might leave that weak 10, or I could go 4-pin, and that's where, for me, I'd actually go the Pride Empire here, where I can really create a little more shape down lane, more angularity, better pocket continuation, just angle through the pocket, better continuation, and as you can see in some of the shots, looked really good.
Definitely looked better when the pattern broke down, especially after Ryan threw the ball, because Ryan can burn up some patterns pretty quickly, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as this ball is something for me, I would throw more on the burn or something after a couple games been on the pattern here. On the fresh, for me personally, I just throw it a little bit slower and a little more hand, so things like that get a little sensitive to me. However, again, something on the burn, this ball looks really good. Yeah. I also did a comparison out in the lanes with the Coral Venom and the Mythic Jackal. So that Coral Venom is a little bit different than the one that we initially threw out, the early Coral video. I shined mine up quite a bit. It's a lot cleaner to the front now, and for me it's just a little bit overall of a better ball for me, a little more predictable, and actually a little bit just better for me personally. So comparatively, this Pride Empire is about 3/4 stronger than the Coral. You can see my feet a little bit farther left with this Pride Empire here. And the Coral for me was still just a little bit earlier rolling overall and a little bit just smoother off the spot. This Pride Empire gave me that much bigger kick off the back of the end of the pattern there and more angularity. And then also compared to the Mythic Jackal, that's the same Mythic Jackal from the initial video, of which for me, the Mythic's still about 4 or 5 stronger overall, just because it's a bigger core, bigger cover stock is part of it. But for me, really on these burn blocks, this is something where I actually have kind of a secondary 1-2 punch on burn for this Pride Empire and my Mythic Jackal that John's going to place right here. And
bang, right there.
I really,
in my hand.
Yes, I really think Motiv's come out with another really good ball here in this Pride Empire. Again, it's something that I'm going to have with me basically, whether it's league, whether it's tournament. This is going to be one of those balls that's going to be a perfect complement to my Pride, because if you know me, this Pride's always in my bag. So
especially during a 5-game block Neba, go 1 through 3 with this, and after you get 15 guys on a lane, and you can switch over that Empire and pretty much kill it from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So this ball came out the 13th. We're a little late in our video, but it came out
July 13th.
Last Wednesday, July 13th. So pick one up here, Callahan's Pro Shop, and we'll see you next time on the video.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.